Yo, what is up, guys? Ooh, excuse me. And we are back for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And I am one of the probably biggest future Gohan defenders there is. I definitely think he deserves a level 10 Link showcase on the new 200% leader skill. I mean, I say new, it's like weeks old now, but you guys get it, right? He's on the 200% leader skill now. He fits in, of course, on both aspects of Goku's leader skill. So Goku's leader skill, of course, is Super Saiyans and Goku's family, with an additional 30% to Android Cell Saga, right? And he, of course, falls in on both of those. So this is future Gohan. Now, I think this guy, he kind of came at an unfortunate time. Okay, so he came out right around STR Cooler, and STR Cooler at time of release, dude, it just like there wasn't really a better TUR in the game. And I just feel like this guy consistently gets overshadowed. He consistently gets overlooked, I think is the right word. So he also introduced the Bond of Master and Disciple category, and he's a Hybrid Saiyans leader, so when he gets his eventual EZA, I'm not saying it's going to be for a while, but when he does and he gets that 170 to stats to both of those teams, that's a really, really nasty team for sure. So anyway, let's go over the card. So this is him in base form. He does, of course, have a transformation. We'll go over that in a minute. But his super attack effect is he greatly raises defense for one turn, causes immense damage to the enemy. Pretty much when you see a unit with a great raise of defense on super and that's it, they're really intending this unit to be like a defensive unit. You guys will see why here. I gave him actually some pretty good equips there. Hey, look at that. So, attack and defense 100%. Certainly nothing too crazy. Should make him good enough, though. Reduces damage received by 58% when HP is 58% or less. You would be surprised, or maybe you wouldn't be, but you get this in Super Battle Road all the time. 58% is not really the toughest threshold to be under. And even in some long events, I mean, I'm gonna probably run him on the Infinite Dragon Ball History stage and get him some double supers. Well, you'll go ahead and see why. But again, you'll be able to get this relatively often. Bond of Master and Disciple category allies key 1, attack and defense 30%. And he, of course, transforms when conditions are met. Now, this is where I feel like the unit just could use just... God, dude, if his transformation was only an active skill, right, where you could choose if you wanted him to transform into this guy, or if you wanted to keep him in base, right? But the only way that you can control this is if you bring a Trunks or if you don't bring a Trunks. So let's go ahead and check out future Gohan. So this can occur, or this does occur, from the 4th turn from the start of battle when HP is 58% or more, right? So you're going to get this transformation no matter what. Not an active skill, unfortunately. So he only stacks attack. So he infinitely stacks attack, which, you know, it can start to add up after a minute, right? I really feel like we'll be able to see some good numbers to him. This is going to be a unit with his damage reduction, with everything, this 60% increase in stats. I really do expect a lot from this guy, to be honest with you. And considering he's, again, just as old as Cooler, I actually think he's a little bit older than Cooler. Is he? He might, I'd have to fact check that, but he's right around the same time, right? I'm going to expect a lot from him. So, attack 100%. So you guys can see, like, we look at the rest of his passive, right? Reduces damage received by 58%. They're really scared, right, of damage reduction units, even at this time in Dokkan's history, right? Damage reduction, healing, AoE, that kind of shit. So he's got no start of turn defense. So moving forward, when we talk about his inevitable potential EZA, he's going to have a little bit of start of turn defense. But on the bright side, he does get key 1 attack and defense 30% per Bond of Master and Disciple category ally attacking in the same turn. So for those of you counting at home, he could potentially get key plus 3 and attack and defense 90% because he himself is a Bond of Master and Disciple category ally on that turn. And he launches an additional super attack when there's an Androids category enemy. This harkens back to, like, the thing that we've been saying forever and ever. Like, dude, if they could just give us a Legendary Cell event, a Legendary Frieza event, this guy could really have a nice little resurgence. I quite like the design of this unit. I don't like his transformation, but let's go ahead and hop into an event. Alright, so we got him on the second rotation in slot 6, it looks like. So let's go ahead and check our boy out. Now, one thing to just keep in mind, we have this, the support memory active. So this is the Gohan's tier support memory. I wanted to start just right where future Gohan is, so we didn't get to see the animation. But this is, of course, attack and defense 10% for 2 turns from the start of battle for Goku's family category allies. So this is, of course, active currently. Alright, so let's go ahead and check him out. 149, and he's going to greatly raise defense on Super. So he will be at around 225k, and we have some pretty minimal links active, right? So he's a unit that has All in the Family and Cold Judgment. So his defensive numbers can get very, very kind of gaudy. And if he falls below 58% HP, so if you combine that with some defensive support, greatly raising defense, and his damage reduction, dude, he for real, dude, he can look pretty nutty defensively, even today, right? Like, he can still look pretty good. I'd wager he could potentially, I mean, I can't guarantee this for sure, but I think potentially he could even tank in, like, the red zone in the right situation. I think, again, with his damage reduction up, I think he could. 2.57, no support on the rotation. Rocking about 225,000. This is kind of his floor right here. So he just raised defense again, greatly raised defense. So he's at 300,000 almost on the nose, right? So we end up getting the big crit there. I think I gave him... What did I get? Did I give him I feel like I should have given him additionals. If I didn't give him additionals, then that is quite unfortunate. What did I give him? I should have. Let's see what I gave him. I gave him... Flex, what are you doing, bro? I gave him a lot of crit, it looks like. I don't know why. I don't know why. I gave him a lot of crit. I rainbowed him a long time ago, so let's just go ahead and move on. If I pull more future Gohans, funny enough, I actually have his SSR rainbowed as well, because he's actually kind of useful. So funny enough, I have him rainbowed as well, so if I pull any more copies, I will probably fix up his hidden potential system a little bit. So let's go ahead and see what this rotation is all about. Now, this team, you know, not for nothing, this is a complete 200% leader skill team, right? All of these units fit on Goku and Gohan's 200% leader skill. So just kind of interesting. We're rocking almost 600,000 defense, about 575,000 defense-ish. So Trunks going to go crazy, of course. One more, and then he's going to super. He can super again after this, by the way. Trunks is very good, dude. Trunks... When he gets going, bro, I mean, and if you pull dupes in this guy, man, and he starts getting a bunch of crits and stuff like that, man, he is quite nasty. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, we're getting the transformation here. This is good. So let's go ahead and see what he's looking. This is good. This is good. We'll actually get a guaranteed double super attack as well. And we do have a little bit of support on rotation, so not too shabby, not too shabby. We're obviously not going to get that right now. We'd lose out on the support. So 129,000. So just to clarify, this unit is on the Bond of Master and Disciple. And so is, I mean, it's the same damn unit. They should be, right? Bond of Master and Disciple. They are indeed. So he's getting his full 3 key and 90% of stats here. So he is rocking 129,000. A little bit of support on rotation. And 58% damage reduction. Now, I don't know exactly how that would translate, again, in something like the red zone. I really am not sure. But that seems pretty good to me. I so wish that you could choose when to transform with this guy. If you could choose, and he had an active skill instead of just the auto transformation, he falls into that exact same boat as Android 13, right? I am curious to see his attack stat as well. Is he going to be like around 3.5 or 4 million, something like that? Considering he'll get guaranteed double supers and potentially can triple super, he's going to be able to stack up 3.37. Not the most wild and crazy, but he did just stack his attack. So let's go ahead and see what he does here. Okay, we just got the kill anyway, so nothing too crazy yet from this future Gohan. But we'll go ahead and see what else he can do in some difficult content. Alright, so here we are in Super Battle Road. So we are on the Android Cell Saga stage of Super Battle Road, one of the newest stages over here on the global side of the game. And I wanted to include this turn in the video just to show you guys, like, this team is pretty wide. I mean, if you put... We don't even have, like, an optimal setup by any stretch, but, like, this team, it can do a lot of damage. It can do some stuff, right? So the likes of Super Vegeta, the likes of Heart Virus Goku and these units, like, this is a good team, like, for sure. And I think Future Gohan, he still has a bit of a presence on here because he supports Bond of Master and Disciple allies, which a lot of these units fall into. Are you kidding? Dude, Vegeta. Vegeta just went insane on that turn. Holy shit. Obviously, the attack stat, not crazy, and we get the stun. Holy crap, dude. What a turn. All right. So we actually have the rotation I want here. So this is a very good rotation for our boy INT Future Gohan. So if we look here, he's got 4 of 7 active. Now, I don't have him with one of his best Link buddies. Let's check out his defense, by the way. I brought no support memory here. 135, so he'll be just, what, a little over 200,000 defense, right, after super attack. And if you fall below 58% HP, I'm telling you guys, that's where this guy can be deadly, for sure. So I'm going to try to do that in this video, but when you have turns like that first turn, dude, I mean, what can you really even say? So one of his best Link buddies, I will definitely include him on one of these, you know, parts of the showcase, is of course Tech Ultimate Gohan, baby. All right, so we get the attack stat there, 4.23 from this guy. We didn't down King Gold, which is kind of pathetic, but we did have type disadvantage. I think one thing that I've definitely noticed already is no matter how high we stack his attack, we'll end the event before it gets too high, right? So let's go ahead and just play out the rest of this. We're doing an awful lot here. We really, really are. All right, so I have to lead off with Heart Virus Goku here. Just makes sense, right? So we'll go ahead and go for just type advantage. This is fine. And then we will go ahead and go for the stun here. And I'm going to do my best to just kind of spread out the damage. I guess we could probably just take down 19. Again, this team is too good. Like, it's for sure, it's too good. Type disadvantage, I mean, this guy's 55%, by the way. Type disadvantage, he's tanking in here for 25k, right? This guy is really, really good. I don't mean for him to, like, steal a showcase or anything, but he is quite nasty. And I would like to fall below 58%, man. It's just, it's not happening right now. I'm not getting... I guess I could put myself in harm's way, but, like, bruh. You know, one thing I didn't do on this team is I did not bring a Trunks because I wanted... Come on, Goku. Because I wanted him to be able to utilize his support type ability on that with his Bond of Master and Disciple support. So, on a very tough stage, maybe the stage just isn't hard enough. 4.45. We have all 7 links active for this guy, too. So, 200% leader skill was definitely good to this guy as well. Guaranteed stun right there. And then this... We're going to just one-turn this? Are you kidding? Are we going to one-turn this? No, we're not. Okay. We killed him, though. We could have right there. That's pretty crazy. All right, so we are still not below 58% HP. Again, the same little defensive stat there. I guess let's just see how he tanks. I mean, we've barely seen anything from him so far. Maybe this stage is just too easy. Maybe I'll have to take him into a tougher stage. The only problem with that is there's only... Oh, wow, that's... Okay. So we'll, at the very least, be below the 58% threshold, right? So that's pretty good, taking all that damage. Yeah, that's what I meant to do, right? I mean, tanking for double digits post-super attack, that's good. I believe, his damage reduction is when attacking. I'm fairly certain it can activate mid-turn. I will fact-check that right now. But I'm almost certain it can, because I've used this Future Gohan enough just to kind of, like, I've seen it. I've seen it happen where he'll be taking damage, and then he won't because his damage reduction will kick in. So let's go ahead and see. So Future Gohan, his damage reduction activates... It just says when HP is 58%. I'm telling you, I've seen it happen. I guess I can't confirm it right now in the video. Okay, let's do this, I guess. I feel like I'm going to just pop an item just to be safe, and it's just going to be a King Yemma, right? So that way we can go ahead and utilize, again, the damage reduction. That's the whole point of why I brought him in here. And then we'll go ahead and just target, like, I guess we could go for the stun on Cell. I just don't want to necessarily kill Cell. And then we'll go for type advantage right here. This is fine. This is good. Let's go ahead and see what happens on this turn. He's just surrounded by so many powerful units, right? Like, this stage is just going down like it's nothing. I mean, I'm only 5 minutes into this portion of the recording, right? That last rotation, dude, just went crazy. Yeah, we we have over 100% damage reduction currently, so there we go. All right, 1.84 from you. We saw him go crazy the last turn. If you could just not get any additionals right now, that would be great, my boy. All right, perfecto. Thank you, thank you. At least they all targeted our Virus Goku, right? All of the super attacks. In like a no-item run or something, that would have just been, it would have been over, right? When you get supered 4 times in the first slot, dude, that is incredibly hard to overcome for sure. Get the 1-turn stun there, and then hopefully we can get the 2-turn stun right here against future Gohan type disadvantage. I targeted the Fizz enemy. Maybe we'll just kill him. Yeah, we just killed him anyway. All right, so now he has his damage reduction up. So let's see what he's made of here. 135,000. We saw how much he took on a super attack last time around. So let's see what he does right here. Again, we saw the defensive stat. After a defensive raise, I'd still wager he can do pretty well defensively. So even if we don't get the victory right here, let's at least see how he can tank. And then we'll go ahead and take him into a long event. Dude, I mean, double digits, man. It's hard to really... That's good. I mean, that's good. That was type neutral. We had no items active, right? You gotta take that, dude. And what is... I wish he would get supered right here. Oh, wow. Okay, we actually are getting supered. What is he gonna take here? Remember, 58% damage reduction. What is he going to take? This cell hits pretty hard. Dude, you gotta take that. From a unit that's this old, you gotta take that. I think this Fizz Future Gohan might take a little bit more. What is he gonna take? He didn't get supered, okay. That's good, man. 135,000 basically on a super attack. Again, you got to take that for sure. So we basically get the easy clap in here. I mean, we could easily get the victory, but I feel like we've seen what we need to see from Gohan. He can't really transform. We're going to die anyway. So this Vegeta is very good for the long event. Super Battle Road, he's proving to not be the best, but still, relatively decent performance. That was a good showing by Future Gohan. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. So let's go ahead and take him into a long event, and we will wrap up this showcase. All right. Wow, would you look at this rotation, huh? This is actually the exact rotation I wanted here. All right, so a couple of things about this rotation. So if we look, so they are sharing hold on, let me make sure. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 links, but 2 of the links, dude, all in the family and Saiyan lineage. I'm sorry, all in the family and Cold Judgment. Both monstrous defensive links. So if we kind of check it out here, so he's at 212,000, so a 50% raise puts him well over 300,000 defense. Very good, dude. Very, very, very good. Of course, we have some defensive support on the rotation as well with this kid Gohan. So he's going to have, assuming we don't take down Cell with a double super double crit or anything, he's going to have 5 of 7 active, so pretty good. Let's go ahead and see what he is made of here. No offensive support. I did bring that support Trunks, so I kind of got some weird rotations here. I got the, of course, the Truth DT special, the friend unit and the leader unit in the same rotation, first rotation, right? So there's his guard ability, 2.42. You want to know an interesting thing they could do with his EZA? Is, along with his 58% damage reduction, what if in his transform state they also gave him guard and just made him like greatly stack attack or something like that and left his stats relatively like the same? I feel like he could get some really good attack stats along with like some crazy defense, right? So this Trunks is not going to be supporting the rotation, unfortunately. But check that out. We're going to go ahead and get the unit super attack. That's very good. That's definitely very good. So we will get that when he is on rotation with a Gohan Youth. So very good, very good, very good. All right, thank you. This is a triple STR turn, so I'd wager Cell is not going to make it out of here alive. 5.16 no support. This guy got a double super in the first rotation. This is a Rainbowed Friend, I believe, level 10 links. And oh, I thought we were about to get another double super, so... he should be able to go into Gohan on the very next turn, so very, very good. Well, you guys get it. Turn 7. Okie dokie. There is the transformation. So let's see how this guy stacks up, man. He's going to be able to stack and stack and stack and stack. So now one unfortunate thing that happens here is he loses Saiyan lineage and he gains Golden Warrior. So that is kind of a bummer. So let's go ahead and check him out real quick. 92k is not really that good, even with his damage reduction. So he loses Saiyan Lineage and gains Golden Warrior, and then Super Saiyan. What does he replace Super Saiyan with? Saiyan Warrior Race. That's a pretty good trade-off, I would say. Golden Warrior is a shitty link, just all in all. So let's see what he can do here. I feel like he should. We're gonna be able to super. This is good. So I'd actually really like to get that support Trunks on rotation with him, because he's gonna need it. So let's just go ahead and see how he does. We're gonna stack him up and stack him up and stack him up. And there are some cells. There are some androids on this run, right? So we're going to be able to get those guaranteed double supers, maybe even some triple supers. So that'd be very good. That would definitely help his cause. So, ooh, that is... listen, as much of a future Gohan stan as I am, that's not really a good look. 2.15 is not really good by any stretch. Not in today's meta. That's not good enough. Because remember, it's like, even if you bring these hyper defensive units into the red zone, like, dude, you have to do damage to them, right? You definitely have to do damage. I'll let this guy stack up for like a little bit longer. Like, just, you know, let's just make him look crazy, right? So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll do this, and then again, we'll float off that Trunks. So, you know, one thing I wanted to do is just make sure that we got a good rotation with him and and Tech Ultimate Gohan, because they do make a ridiculous combo. And if you don't bring Trunks on your team, they can just, like, you can just have that guy in slot 1 and then have future Gohan in slot 2, and you're good to go, right? They just make a really, really good pair. Unfortunately, one thing he's not doing, he is not supporting Ultimate Gohan, because he only supports Bond of Master and Disciple. That is another thing they could consider doing with his EZA, is make him support one more category. Maybe give him, you know, an additional, I don't know, 20% support to like Hybrid Saiyans as well. That could be really, really cool. So I really like the Bond of Master and Disciple team. It definitely has like all of the, most of the Hybrid Saiyans it does have on it. Some of the Gokus it has on it. A lot of Beerus and Whis. Actually, all of the Beerus and Whis, right? And again, we're not going to get this quite yet. So we have an additional Bond of Master and Disciple ally on the rotation, so this is good. So we'll go ahead and... okay, 114. Let's see what he does in slot 1 here. We can afford to miss out on a stack from Gohan for sure. This is not the most challenging event in the world, so let's just go ahead and get this. Maybe we'll get lucky. He'll get the additional super, and then maybe, just maybe, that Goku and Gohan can get a super attack. They have not supered once yet. 2.56. Okay. Okay, I just like him in base form. I mean, already at this point, it's like we'll be able to get him to like turn whatever, you know, turn 15 or turn 20 or something, and he'll be able to put up a good attack stat, but he's not stacking up nearly enough. He needs to like greatly stack attack. He needs to like, and like maybe raise defense for 1 turn or something. Like, there's a lot they could do with the unit for sure. I think he's in one of these situations where he's a long way off from his EZA. Yeah, again, we're gonna let him stack up a little bit longer. Maybe I'll do the exchange next turn for sure. So just again, we're just having fun here, not necessarily going for the victory here. I just want to see how Gohan can do. I believe on the next turn it will be the Cell Juniors. I think that is the next turn, so we'll be able to get some double and hopefully triple super attacks, guaranteed. At least 1 super attack. Oh no, it's not. It's this Gohan, huh? Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to leave him with the support Trunks. Look at all those links he's getting. So he's got 5 of 7, huh? I'll do this. 142k, huh? Now let's put him in slot 1. We'll put him in slot 1. What does he look like in the middle here? Oh, that's 142. So what does he look like over here without 122? So he's losing out on about 20k defense from that All in the Family link. Okay. We'll go ahead and do this. It looks like we're going to get the Dokkan attack, too, if I can get a same type orb. I can't, so okay. Alright, I guess we're not getting the Dokkan attack with him. I tried. So let's see what he does here on this super attack. He's got type advantage here. He really shouldn't take anything, right? Oh, yeah, double, triple digits. I mean, again, dude, he's performing... definitely he's performing well defensively. You know, I recall not too long ago, I was using this guy to, like... dude, ass fuck the God event. even in this form, dude, like he was still crushing the God event. So, and this was, I'd have to go back and double check the video. I don't remember which one it was. But, dude, he slaps, dude. He was slapping even type neutral in there. He was doing really, really well. So, let me know what you think of this future Gohan in the comments below if you've made it this far in the video, of course. I like him, man. I think that he's performing pretty well. Offensively, he's definitely leaving a little bit on the table, for sure. I don't like what he's doing offensively. They could expand on him a lot. You know, he's got a very bare bones kit. All right, this is what we want here. Let's go ahead and get this transformation.
えったおめえの強さよーくわかったほらもうやめとくわおめえの出番だぞごはん来るなわかりましたやってみます
All right, man, you'll love to see that one. All right. So we have to get this guy hit 6 times by the next turn. Okay, well, I'll take the Dokkan attack with him, for sure. With all 7 links active, for sure. What is everyone looking like? Yeah, this is a really good, this is a really good rotation. All right. So we're going to take a little bit here, right? Well, a little bit. He's got guard for the first turn. We'll take a little bit. Oh, no, we won't. Okay. All right, there he is, 7.1 million. Pretty good, right? No offensive support, of course. So, again, if you've made it this far in the video, let me know what you think of INT Future Gohan. Dude, I think he's doing fine. Considering his age and considering that, dude, he's still... he has uses. Like, not every unit is going to absolutely just, you know, pound ass in the red zone, right? Like, they're not just going to, like, clap the red zone's cheeks. It's just not how it goes. You know, if we based everything off of the red zone, right, like there'd be no good units, like literally less than 1%, or if you want to say 1%, 5% of the game is good against the red zone. So let's get this last little rotation for Future Gohan, and then I'm going to stack up until the very end until we get to Gohan, and then we'll go ahead after he's stacked. You know, let's get this double super attack. Let's get all in the family in the middle here. We'll go ahead and do this because I don't think we'll end these cells by any means. So, but we'll go ahead and stack up his attack, and then we'll get the LR B-Pan active skill. Matter of fact, we'll just keep him on rotation with B-Pan. That's completely fine. So we'll go ahead and just target whoever, and then we'll go ahead and we'll target type advantage, sure. So 142 with all in the family active. He's got 6 of 7 active. Experienced Fighters is an offensive link, so we're not missing out on much there. All right, so let's see what he does here. 40% support on the rotation. This guy is interesting. He benefits a lot from just like a good team build for him. So if you're rocking a full Bond of Master and Disciple team, he benefits a lot more, I think, than even running support, for sure. Like, because he can get up to 90% additional, right? And then up to, what, 3 key. 3.81. He's getting there, right? He's not quite. That's again, considering his age, that's okay, but we're going to get guaranteed double super here, which is good. And we can potentially triple super. Again, if there was a legendary cell event or something of the like, you know what I mean? Like, we could see some stuff from him, but you know, what are you going to do? Let's see what he does here. This is just type neutral. Oh, we dodged. Okay. I mean, it's 5 dodge, right? You gotta love it. I don't think he has anything additional than 5 dodge, although giving him a little bit of extra dodge wouldn't be the worst idea, because he is truly, as you guys can tell, he is truly just like a pure defensive unit. So I think we'll be able to activate Gohan's entire passive here as long as I don't attack the, as long as we're not getting, you know, a bunch of additional super attacks and shit like that. So let's go ahead and get this last turn for Gohan just to get a little more footage of him in the video. And then hopefully we can get him fully built up. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll still get the W. But and then we'll go ahead and fast forward to Gohan. Yeah, we're going to get the nullification too. Always nice to see this. So, very good. And that activates part of his passive, right? So that counts for him getting hit, which is really, really good. Because a dodge technically counts as that, right? All right, so he should be good to go. We should have guard permanently. That was his, I think that was his 6 hits. I think it was. If not, again, it doesn't really matter that much. So Okay, here we go. We'll go ahead and finish this out, and we'll skip ahead. All right, so we are here at the very end, really cutting it close here, but the very end of the Infinite Dragon Ball history, the Cell saga, the Cell games, Infinite Dragon Ball history. And I did not know, but the phase right before this one, the Perfect Cell, or the Cell Perfect, whatever, the Perfect Cell, he actually can lock you in place. So he locked my future Gohan in slot 3 and B-Pan in slot 2. So I barely made it to this point. So I was going to have the support Trunks on rotation with him. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get that. It is okay. It's not the end of the world. He's still going to put up a decent attack stat, I would say, with LRB Pan. The highest I've seen him so far is about 4.5 million attack stat. That was the last turn that I saw with him with the support Trunks on rotation. So I sincerely doubt that B-Pan is going to end him here, but 154k with damage reduction, pretty good. And actually, we can just go ahead and leave him out front because he's not getting any additional links next to B-Pan. Just all in the family with B-Pan. So let's go ahead and see what's up, man. We'll go ahead and get this last spot, or this last attack for Gohan in the front spot here. And let me know what you think of him, man. I think he can still hold up. I'd love to see him tank a super attack. We're not going to get to see it. But there it is, man. Basically a 5 million attack stat. Not the best. Certainly not the worst. I would definitely say he's in need of an EZA to keep up in today's meta, but I don't think he'll be getting one for quite some time. So let me know what you think of Gohan in the comments below, man. I think he's good. I think he's good. Slap a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing if you are new. I love you guys. Thank you for the support. It means the world. And I will catch you in the next one. Later.